Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron, and welcome back to our kitchen. We were on vacation, so it's been a few weeks since I've made any videos. Now, while we were gone, my son came in. He works out of state. He came in on his vacation, and he stayed here at our home, took care of the place while we were gone. Now, he left a few things that he couldn't take back with him, and one of the things was some of these apple fritters. I know, right? But they're stale. So what are we going to do with stale apple fritters? Come on, let me show you. Okay. Shamefully, I say that we have not unpacked all of our stuff yet. And, well, my tripod is one of the things that has not been unpacked. So we're going to go with this old style, and I'm just going to sit you down on whatever I can find to sit you on. I'm going to try to make it as comfortable as possible, though. Okay. First things, I've got a couple of eggs that I'm going to, well, I'll tell you what. First thing, let's go ahead and slice up these stale apple fritters. We're going to dump them in a bowl. Bite-sized pieces. Smells good. In a small bowl, I'm going to put 2 eggs. Whisk. Now I'm going to add some heavy cream. Whisk this all together. I'm going to add just a little bit of cinnamon. And you'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to work it in together. Wipe up my mess. And I'm going to pour this in with this. That's my oven. I have it preheated to 400 degrees. But I'm going to pour this mixture in over top of this apple fritters. And then we're going to mix it up. You don't have to add a lot of anything because the fritters, as you know, already has some spices and definitely sugar, so we're going to take it easy on adding anything more to it. Just a little extra cinnamon was all I put. we're just going to give this a good stir. And it's almost as if you would do your French toast. Well, this is similar to that. It's an apple fritter, French toast, casserole. Now, we're going to let this sit here for a while and absorb the liquids. And then we're going to put it in a casserole dish that I've got prepared over here. All I've done is sprayed some nonstick cooking spray on it. And we're just going to let that soak up. But then next thing that we're going to do. A few weeks ago, we went to an apple orchard. And I still have some apples left over that I'd like to use up. So what better to go with apple fritters than a delicious apple topping. And pop that core out. Which also removes the seeds. I'm going to use 2 apples, not eggs, apples. Okay. Then we're just going to slice them. You can either leave the peel on or slice it off, or peel. You can leave the apple peel on or remove it. It's up to you. But then we're just going to give these a dice. Yes, I'm using my bread knife. It's fine. Now, let's see if I can get you all over here to see what I'm doing next. There we go. Okay. I've got a skillet warming up on the stove. And I'm going to put some butter in it. And then we're going to add our apples to that. Just going to get this going. About 3 tablespoons. And to that, we're going to add our apples. And we're going to cook those down. I have one more apple over here I'm slicing up. I'm just going to dump all that in there. Give it a stir to loosen all the apple bits up and get some of that butter on all the apples. Apples and butter alone just smell so delicious. But we're just going to let that cook down. Not until it's apple sauce, but just until the dices and slices of apple are tender. Here, let me show you. Just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little sprinkle of cinnamon to it. After it cooks, I'm going to add just the slightest bit of honey. Remember, it's already, the bread mixture is already very sweet, so we don't want to add a whole lot to it. We just want just a little bit to the apples, and that's all. So once these cook down, I'll go ahead and put that on low and just let it stay nice and warm. Meanwhile, let's give this another stir. Oh yeah, it's really soaking it up. And we're going to go ahead and put this in our prepared baking dish. And put this in the 400 degree oven. And let it bake for about 30 minutes. The main thing we're going for is to cook the eggs because everything else is already cooked. Just spread that around. This is, okay, now there's what it looks like in its dish. And we're going to put it over here in the oven. I'm going to say about 20 minutes. I'm going to check for in 20 minutes to see how it is. But here's the apples, still cooking. Nice and easy. See how it's soaking up that butter? But the apples are releasing the juices. Cooked apples and cinnamon are one of my favorites. I did go ahead and add the cinnamon. You just add it to your taste, which is what I was doing with everything. Yeah, no measurements today. I'm sorry. It's it's one of those things where I haven't done it before, so oops. Let's grab that one and put it back in there. Look at those. Don't those just look delicious? Okay, yeah. And here's what it looks like so far. Now, this is not completely cooked yet. It still needs to cook just a little bit longer, about 10 more minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our apples that I fried in the butter, that I put some cinnamon with, and we're just going to put that all along the top of our apple fritter French toast casserole. We're just going to spread that out all over the top. If they fall off, we're going to put them back on or pop it in our mouth, whichever the case may be. Yeah. I'm going to put this back in the oven and let it bake for about 10 more minutes. And then we'll test it to see if it's done inside. This just smells so good. Yeah, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of honey over the top. And we're going to let it sit here for about 5 minutes to cool down some. Then we're going to put it on some plates and dig in. I think a few raisins on the top would be great with that as well. But we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay. A little bit hard to get it out of the dish and onto my plate. Smells so good, you all. Let me grab my apples that I lost. All right. Now the rest of what's in the dish is for Tom. So he's just gonna step over here and take him a little bite. And I'm gonna step over here out of the way and grab my camera so that you all can see this. I'm telling you, this is different. This is different. All right. It's still pretty hot. It's still pretty hot, so.
Getting a little bit of everything that's in there.
Yeah. Now you know what they taste like before. How's that? How's that taste?
That's so good.
It's very hot, though. I know.
Man, that's amazing. Yeah. That's good stuff.
All right. Well, there you go. Made out of a couple days old apple fritters that he bought at the store. Livened it right back up, y'all. And there we go. A nice apple fritter casserole. French toast apple fritter casserole, to be exact. I want to take a second to tell somebody hi. And I had the pleasure of meeting Cheryl from One Deck Down. It was such a pleasure to get to meet you. And thank you so much for watching my videos. And thank you for everyone else that watches them too. I really appreciate you. So you all take care. I'm going to go have my breakfast before our little grandson gets here. And we'll see you next time. Bye.